Lines on a shared sky. No one owned orbit. That was the principle everyone agreed on, right up until ownership mattered. The conflict over Meridian Band 12 began quietly, the way most dangerous things did. A scheduling dispute. Overlapping claims for station-keeping slots along a heavily trafficked orbital corridor. On paper, the multinational space authority resolved such things routinely. Algorithms deconflicted paths, liability frameworks assigned risk. Everyone moved on. This time, they didn't. Meridian 12 mattered. It sat at the intersection of communications relays, cargo transfer lanes, and legacy defense infrastructure no one officially acknowledged still existed. 3 blocks wanted priority access. None would yield. Ari Mendoza watched the simulation run again, red and blue arcs sliding past each other in increasingly narrow margins. As a traffic coordinator, her job was to make collisions impossible. Politics had other ideas. Propose enforced spacing, she said. That reduces throughput by 20%, her deputy replied. Then we reduce throughput. That decision requires consensus. Ari closed her eyes briefly. Consensus was Orbit's favorite lie. When enforcement orders finally came down, they were cautious to the point of uselessness. Voluntary compliance. Temporary measures. Further review. Private operators complied. Government platforms did not. The first near miss made the news. The second sparked outrage. The third triggered emergency maneuvers that rippled across adjacent bands. Orbit grew tense. Stations adjusted trajectories defensively. Autonomous systems grew conservative, widening margins and slowing transfers. Supply chains hiccuped. Insurance rates spiked. All because of invisible lines. Ari submitted a blunt report. Meridian 12 was functionally broken. Without binding authority, shared infrastructure would always fracture under pressure. The response was polite. Non-committal. Deferred. Then came the blackout. A collision didn't happen. Something subtler did. Interference cascaded as platforms operated too close for comfort. Signals overlapped. Relays choked. For 6 minutes, global communications degraded. Not failed. Degraded. Enough to remind everyone how fragile the sky really was. Emergency powers followed. Temporary, of course. The authority drew hard boundaries, enforced spacing, and assigned penalties. The crisis passed. The resentment did not. Orbit was shared, yes. But the lines were getting thicker, sharper, and harder to erase. And everyone was starting to choose which side of them they stood on.